magandang musika. Di pa dyan nagtatapos ang ating mga pinagsamahang masaya. Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Lahat kasali dahil favorite music radio. Lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit san, kailanman. My favorite music radio. Ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit san, kailanman. My favorite FM radio. Di ba mas bagong tunog para sa lahat ay inihahandog. Halika, mabubusog ating mga tenga sa mga tugtog na mas pinapalawak. Na musika at balita ay pinapalaganap. Naglilingkod, nagbubuklod para sa mamamayan. Palagi kang kasama kahit nasan ka man. Buong bansa ay iisa. Music radio. Lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit san, kailanman. My favorite music radio. Ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit san, kailanman. My favorite FM radio. Tugon, umaaksyon sa lahat ng panahon. Lagi mong kasama sa pagbangon. Mas pinapalawak para mga Pilipino kasama. Naglilingkod dahil buong bansa ay iisa. Music radio. Lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit san, kailanman. My favorite music radio. Ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit san, kailanman. My favorite FM radio. Music radio. Lagi ka pinapakinggan kahit san, kailanman. My favorite music radio. Ang pinaka-maaasahan kahit san, kailanman. My favorite music.
Alright. Hi, hello, good afternoon ulit mga ka-vibes. Migs Bustos po para po dito sa playlist. So once again po mapapakinggan po ang playlist at lahat po ng mga programa ng favorite music radio 92.3 ka-vibes. Siyempre po sa 92.3 dito po yan sa Manila, 102.3 sa Baguio, 97.5 sa Jensan at 101.9 sa Davao. Binabati ko po muli for the second time around ating po mga ka-vibes na sila Miss Emerald, sila Tito Randy, Otits, Tito Randy Reyes. Hello, good afternoon. Sila po siguro natatraffic pa. Ayoko po matraffic ka, Sir Randy. Boss Randy, ingat po sa inyong weekend. Ano ba, walking? Walking, kailan ang run natin? Siyempre po, run for a healthier life. At syempre ang ating pong mga ka-vibes, Frey and Ken, hello. Attorney Ken and Attorney Frey, hello. Shoutout ko lang na i-host ko po ang kanilang wedding sa 2025. Just met with them a while ago. Tita Emery, hi, hello and good afternoon din po. Bitin po ang ating meeting kanina dahil magko-consult pa ako sa inyo. Alam niyo yan. So again, Attorney Ken and Attorney Frey, hello and good afternoon. Ingat po kayo sa biyahe today. Alright, so ngayon po, binabati po natin ang lahat ng ating mga ka-vibes. Aba, mga ka-vibes, nood na po kayo. Nood na po kayo ng JK Solo Major Concert. Walang iba, kundi si Juan Carlos. Live po yan sa November 29 sa Mall of Asia Arena. O mga ka-vibes, si Juan Carlos po, live po yan sa November 29 sa Mall of Asia Arena. Grab your tickets now at SM Tickets. Binabati po natin ang ating kaibigan sa sports. Kasama po natin yan sa sports si Gab Ferraras. Gab, Idol Migs, pa-shoutout po kina Jet Hilario, kina Grace Bernas, kina Edmundo Pangilinan, kina Jeannie Vilota watching from QC. Wala po kay Chesper Will, gusto ko lang tong radio na ito kasi nakaka-good vibes yung mga DJ ninyo. Rhyming funny. Pati yung mga song nyo hindi nakakasakit ng ulo. Aba, you're such a poet, Chesper Will. Kaya congratulations po sa lahat ng mga bumubuo ng 92.3 FM Radio Manila. Ka-vibes. From Jordan Patrick de la Cruz, good afternoon, Migs Bustos. Have a good day. Alright, so papashoutout muna natin. Kami po napapanood. Napapanood po kami ngayon kasalukuyan sa live streaming sa YouTube po natin sa Fmradio Philippines. Follow niyo po kami sa aming mga social media accounts sa Fmradio Philippines, sa Instagram po at TikTok FMR_Philippines. Okay, so makakasama po natin ngayon currently ang ating po mga national athletes, pole vaulter and hurdler. Pole vaulter, Aly Nicolas, at ang ating hurdler na si Lauren Hoffman. Alright, so Ali, baka gusto mo mag-shoutout?
Yeah, of course. My family, shout out to Las Piñas family and my Pagsanghan Laguna family. If y'all listening to this, I'll see y'all later.
Shout out. Anong ulam nyo mamaya? Anong kainan nyo mamaya?
Baka kare-kare na naman.
Kare-kare na naman. Walang sawang kare-kare.
Walang sawa talaga.
Yes. Para sa'yo, Lauren. Lauren, you want to do a shout out to your family
here? Yeah, shout out to my family in Navotas, Uncle Aris, Auntie Ambet, and then some of my family in Antipolo, Armor and Aj. Yeah, hopefully you guys are listening. Love you guys.
Alright, so syempre, love na love kayo ng inyong mga pamilya. At in the Philippines, Lauren and Ali, I don't know if you've experienced this, no? There's this cultural practice in the Philippines. Kapag may umuwing balikbayan, or if someone will go home, if someone will come home, or maybe go again for a flight, I don't want to say go away, but leave for the country.
Yeah.
It's always barangay. Barangay meaning groups of families or people.
Yeah.
So when they take you to the airport, when you're going to the States now, it will be like a whole van.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole thing.
Yeah.
And when they fetch you from the airport, it will be a whole family event too.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that?
Definitely. Oh, my whole family just greets me at the airport all the time. I mean, obviously they gotta help with the balikbayan boxes. They're heavy. They're heavy. So thank you for helping out.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Lauren? Have you experienced that in some sort of way?
Yes. Yeah. I feel like I always have family just like at the airport, and they're always just there to greet me and stuff. But they're also wanting me to like bring stuff from the U.S. Some souvenirs, some pasalubong. my family
Pasalubong.
wants me to bring stuff back also.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to have a lot of luggage.
Like what? Like with just mentioning generic names.
Right, yes. Like I feel like a lot of my teammates and coaches like dried mangoes, and I feel like the Philippines has the best dried mangoes
Yeah.
ever. Like you just can't get that same quality in the US. So I feel like I'm going to bring just a lot of mangoes back.
To the US.
Yeah, to the US. Yeah,
What
for like my teammates and stuff. And then my family here, we usually just try to get them like things from DC.
Mhm.
I think, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's a cool city, so I feel
Mhm.
like they like little souvenirs from there.
Ano
So-
ba yung mga usual na what are the usual requests from your family here? Or like let's say maybe one thing or two that hey, can you bring this home? From the US.
From the US
From the
to
US.
the
The
Philippines. I feel like they just like merch, like different shirts, different hats, like you know, like athletic gear, or just things from different cities in the US. Yeah.
Duke
Things,
merch.
yes. Everybody loves Duke merch. It's not for track, unfortunately, but you know, everybody loves basketball.
Yeah.
But you know, we have a good track team too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes, of
Yes,
course,
of course.
of course.
One of the goats, right?
Yes.
And, research nyo guys, Duke University Lauren Hoffman. Naku, lalabas
Oh,
ako.
that's kind of
Google.
cool.
I-google nyo na po yan. Isa po sa mga, kumbaga, talagang tinitingala ang mga athletes si Lauren ng kanyang university. For you, Ali, what is it like, you know, bringing home merch from the US? Ano ba?
Mga chocolates
Aha.
all the time. What else? Shoes.
Shoes. Ano ba yan? Size
See, it's always like
10.5.
clothes and stuff.
Yeah, mga sizes they always give it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just shirts and like clothing, but mostly chocolates. They always wanna receive chocolates.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, if it's Duke for Lauren, can you tell us
Yes.
more about your college life, Ali?
I went to a little school called California State University Northridge.
Mhm.
So it's right outside of LA. It's in the Valley. It's a Division I school, so we don't have football, so it's not as big as Duke. But you know, actually, one of the Paras was
Kobe
there.
Paras, I know.
Kobe Paras.
That's why it rings a bell. He went to CSU
Yes,
Northridge.
I was there my senior year, and I
After
was
Creighton.
like,
That's so
yeah,
cool.
and I was like, Kobe Paras.
You seen it there? In
In
campus?
Yeah, we were like in the same like year. I was
Uh-huh.
a senior, and I think that was his first year at Northridge.
Mhm.
And I was like, "There's no way there's a Kobe Paras in my school."
Oh.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but I never really like met him.
That's fair.
Yeah, kasi para sa mga basketball fans, no, bago po nag-UP si Kobe Paras and then eventually played in
Yes.
the Japan B League in the pros. He first went from LaSalle Green Hills.
Oh,
Yes, LaSalle Green Hills.
Yes.
Got recruited Creighton University.
yes.
Creighton is in the ano din, 'di ba? Creighton is in East Coast, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
think
right.
so. I
Yeah.
think so. Spent a year there. His
Yeah.
coach
Yes.
recruited him
Mm-hmm.
to Northridge,
To Northridge.
but then his coach got fired.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he went away.
That happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
That happens. Okay. So usually, no, ikaw naman, Ali, para sa'yo, ano yung mga gusto mong iuwi?
Oh,
Bring back to the US.
mga tuyo, daing, mga dried fish.
Yeah.
Because you can't get that in the States. But since I'm in California, I can get a lot of like, the banana ketchup, like all that
Yeah.
stuff
Mhm.
there. But the daing is always hard, like the tuyo. So I always
Yeah.
gotta bring some back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Always.
Kamusta ang San Jose? I mean, California, more or less, marami mga Pinoy.
Yeah.
Many Filipinos. What's the Filipino community like in San Jose?
San Jose has a really big Filipino community, which I'm so happy because I feel just like right at home. So whenever I come back to the Philippines, I'm like, oh, like it feels the same-ish.
Yeah.
But it's nice because a lot of my friends are Filipinos, so they can all relate to what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
They're like, oh my gosh, you're going to the Philippines. I'm like, yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's easy to relate.
Mm.
And like the community is just so nice and supportive,
Mhm.
which is amazing. That's what you need,
Mhm.
is like your tribe.
Shoutout ko rin yung mga pinsan ko from San Jose. Yeah, Nasser, Cheryl, Atitami, Raf, my nephew. I've just been, kailan ko ba? Many years ago. But it's nice. It's
You
a
should go
nice-
back.
Yeah, oo nga.
Go back.
Yes. In Filipino community, at least in North Carolina, what's
Yeah,
it like?
I don't think it's as big as the community in California. I feel like there were more in Virginia. That's kind of where I grew up. But I feel like I'm seeing more and more Filipinos. I don't know if people are just, I don't know, they're just emerging out of nowhere. I go to church and I'm like, oh, everybody here is Filipino. Or I'll go to the Filipino restaurant. There's like one in our area. So it's nice to go there. they have a picture of me up on their wall, which is
Wow.
really
Oh my
sweet.
gosh,
It's so
how
sweet.
cute.
But this is so
Wow.
funny. I was actually going to make an Instagram reel about it, but
Wow.
you know, because I have a picture of myself and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. But there's like a Tito that works there and he has so many like adult league basketball trophies. He has like 30 of them.
In
So-
Virginia.
in North Carolina.
North Carolina,
Like, in
sorry.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy because like I'm proud to have my picture up there, but his like brag wall is like so big, and I'm like, okay, well now I'm not as cool compared to all of his trophies.
Filipino
So,
represent.
yeah.
Filipino
Yeah,
represent.
trying my
Lots
best.
lots of leagues also. Filipino
Yes.
leagues.
Yeah, there are.
Yes.
A lot of, I mean, basketball is just so popular
Yes.
everywhere, so it makes sense.
I'd like to just give a quick shout out to Arca Vibes in the East Coast. My friend
Yeah.
Migs Bustos is like a high school friend. Played college basketball in UP, and then he moved to Virginia with his family.
wow.
Plays a lot of rec leagues there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Former pro Garvo Lanete. So many former pro players here
Yeah.
are in the area.
Yeah, there
East
are a
Coast.
lot in Virginia. Yeah.
And in DC too.
yeah, in DC, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm finding more Filipinos in North Carolina also. So that's good.
Yeah. All right. So now I'll transition out in terms of growing the sport.
Yeah.
Or growing the sport. When it comes to track, I mean, of course, magkaiba. I mean, it's different in the States, in the Philippines. How would you say, at least, from what you've observed, how should the Philippines, grow the sport in terms of athletics as a whole?
Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like our teammate EJ does a really good job of always looking out for the athletes here. And I feel like one thing that he's doing that I also agree on is that there are some kind of like lacking resources, I guess. There's only so many like pole vault mats. There's
Yeah.
only so many like high quality tracks, So I feel like there needs to be a way to like donate more money for resources just for some higher quality equipment. So it's really cool that EJ is kind of like leading that charge, and hopefully
Yeah.
we're able to contribute in some way as well.
Yeah.
Access talaga, Ali, no?
Yeah, accessibility is very important.
Yeah.
With the pole vault now, it's actually like gaining a lot of popularity just because of EJ. And in Manila, if you want a pole vault, like if you're a master's athlete, if you're at any age, you can always like contact Emerson Obiena. He has a Philippine pole vault club, and he like welcomes everybody. So if you want to try out pole vault, no matter what age you are, go to Emerson. He'll definitely like
Yeah.
help you out.
Yes. Emerson is, of course, the
national coach for pole vault and also EJ's dad.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Emerson. I
Yes.
learned what I learned from Coach Emerson because we had a run clinic before. He told me how to run properly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just lifting, kasi kapag when you do sprints, please indulge me with
Yes.
some technical
Oh, man.
details.
There is a lot of technique. I feel like
Yeah.
people don't realize it because, like, everybody runs, but like sprinting is a very technique heavy thing. Like if you're doing the 100, there's like zero room for errors. So things like the angles at which like your shins hit the ground, how fast like your feet are coming off the ground, how much force you're driving into the ground and like applying. There's like, you just want to be like as fast as possible, but also efficient. You want to run like fast, but like
Yeah.
sprinting is supposed to be like an easy, relaxed thing also.
What we see normally, because of course, malaki po ang running dito sa Pilipinas kapag yung mga mabibilis po talaga, the faster ones, kapag titingnan mo sila, well, it depends naman, right? I won't name names, of course, just from observation. It's like para nilang binabato. They throw their feet behind, and it's like they're leaning forward.
Yeah.
So during that clinic, I was kind of doing that, and then Coach Emerson corrected me.
Yeah.
It's like if you do this, off balance ka, most likely you'll injure your back.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's just a matter of lifting it, driving it towards your radius.
Yes.
Tama
yeah,
ba?
Perfect. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I guess you don't want your feet to like land behind you. You don't want to be like leaning too far forward. Everything's supposed to be a little bit more like upright. Your feet are supposed to land like underneath like your pelvis and stuff. I could do like a whole track clinic. I'll talk on this. I actually would love to do a track clinic also. I think it'd be so fun to do
Yeah.
like, I don't know, just kind of
you
like
should.
donate like my time and
Yeah.
like, well, I guess the timing was kind of bad because everybody's going to
To
UAAP, so they don't need me right now.
Wow.
But I'll be back, and then I would love to do like a hurdle clinic of some kind, teach my
Yeah.
experience and technique and
Then
stuff.
tsaka maganda yun. That will be great, Lauren, when you
Yeah.
get to go back.
Yes.
Kasi it's not just for the current athletes,
Yes.
but the ones that were grooming grassroots.
Yes. Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
So to learn the proper technique, because that's the thing now, even with lots of sports, when you learn the things, I mean, lack of a better term, when you learn the things early at a bad form,
Yes.
most likely you're going to adapt
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you got to do it right.
Yeah,
Start it
it's
right.
very
Yeah.
true.
Right. Okay.
true.
So for pole vault, I mean, any dreams of pole vault at least in the coming years, and how to grow it more, as you mentioned a while ago?
Yeah, I definitely want to help the grassroots, like Lauren said, and do little training camps or clinics around like all over the Philippines, not just in Manila, but just spread it out. So everybody has an opportunity to get introduced to the sport. And then hopefully have access to poles, because poles are very expensive. So that's another hurdle that we need to, you know,
pun intended.
Yeah, resolve. But also, just shout out to EJ, because he is going to do the ribbon cutting. He donated a pole vault pit in Marcos Stadium, so he's going to be doing that, I believe, next weekend.
Yeah, next week. Yeah.
So it's just, you know, one of those things that EJ is doing, leading the way for our
definitely.
grassroots.
Yeah.
All right. Question. You mentioned to me a while ago off air that besides being an athlete, you do your work too, your careers as professionals.
Yes.
Okay. What's that like?
You know, it's a lot, but like we just learned how to balance it. I feel like being a student athlete, we kind of learned how to, you know, balance like our time, you know, have like social life, time for your classes, time for track. So it's kind of just the same thing where we're just like devoting time to work, and then you lock in for practice after, you know.
What do you do?
Right now, I just accepted an HR position at a government consulting company. So I just started like 3 weeks ago. So work is very new. Yeah, I was working at a different government consulting. I was working in contracts for 2 years, and then that ended.
Contracts.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I really loved the company, but I was like, I don't know, maybe it's not for me. So I'm glad that I'm like kind of going into HR, just like exploring different interests and stuff.
Well, 3 weeks, 3 weeks into your new job, and you're here on vacation.
That's why I have to get back, because I don't want to get fired.
Exactly.
But good thing they understood.
Yeah, they understand. Yeah, so that, you know, just communicate. Yeah.
How about you? How about you, Aly?
I was, for a while, I was an elementary school teacher. I love working with kids, but I actually went to school for like kinesiology. So I actually just got a new job, which I'm going to start hopefully when I get back.
Okay.
I'm going to be a fitness trainer for like a tech company, so a corporate fitness trainer.
Love it.
Wow, love it. Speaking of teaching, any plans of like, I mean, of course, when you get to play the sport, it's just natural for you to share it forward. So what's it like for you teaching?
Well, teaching is fun. I teach all like subjects, but I also coach high school right now as well. So just teaching.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
I didn't know that either.
Wow.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I do a lot of things.
Are you a strict coach?
No, I actually I'm pretty chill, because I just want everybody to try it out. I don't want them to get scared, because the vault, like, it just looks so intimidating already. So for me to be an intimidating coach, like, I don't want them to stray away from them trying out.
And you're an athlete, so I feel like you like can empathize. You know what they're feeling and like thinking. So that's probably really nice for them too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So as we say bye to our YouTube viewers, let quick shout out. Just anybody you like to greet. Of course, for our YouTube viewers, Aly.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys stay dry out there and stay safe in the typhoon that's coming. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
Well, before Lauren, kasi today or maybe tomorrow, hopefully, sana po humina po ang bagyong Pipito. It's the local name. Pipito is the local name of the typhoon. It can go up to signal number 5 in many coastal areas. And of course, praying po tayo na para po sa mga kababayan po natin, pinagdadasal po namin kayo. But of course, weather permitting, you have plans to go to UAP tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah. With Lauren?
I'm leaving.
You're leaving tomorrow.
Yes. So sad.
Shout out UAP Commissioner ng Athletics, Jasper Tanhueco,
Go Jasper.
Coach Jas. Coach Jas. So, what's it like? I mean, you're excited to go see our collegiate athletes?
Yes, I'm excited to support and watch. A shout out to Hackett de los Santos and Crizzy Rizol. I want to be there if I could get a ride.
Jasper. Someone give Aly a ride. She's requesting a ride.
Give me a ride.
Coach Jas. Nandun na si Coach Jas Nandun na si Coach. Pasundo ka na lang.
I know. Pasundo, please.
Ayan. Okay. So, actually, the UAAP athletics will commence this weekend. So, good luck po sa ating mga 8 schools many athletes from these 8 schools. Okay, Lauren, you want to give a shout out also to our YouTube viewers?
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. It's been so much fun to be here and talk about all kinds of stuff. And yeah, for any of the athletes out there, just keep believing in yourself. I know sports can get hard. You can get down on yourself. You can compare, but just like love yourself and love what you do and keep going.
All right, so I will let you introduce this next song. Pero shoutout muna tayo kay John Nomar Valenzuela. Hello po, Sir Migs, disseminate po about dun po sa laban ni si Jake Paul to, 'di ba? At si Mike Tyson on air. Okay, hindi ko pa yan napapanood pero napanood ko lang yung pre-fight. Have you seen the video?
No,
Mike
I haven't.
Tyson
Oh, when he
slapping.
hit, I saw that. Yeah.
Jake Paul, 'di ba?
Ooh.
Not Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, oo nga, medyo malupit po 'yun, no? Pero hindi po ako masyadong familiar pa. I will get to research the history between that. But in fight sports, it's promotion. The more conflict, the mas papanoorin. But even if it's organic, that should be a fun match to watch. Pa-shoutout po kami dito sa Sablayan Grand Terminal sa Occidental, Mindoro. Nakikinig po kami sa FMR Philippines app. Maraming salamat po. At okay, susubukan po natin itong request mo. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, we will still continue with the... Okay, so babay po muna tayo. Babay po ating Pontek, mga ka-vibes mo natin. Babay po from YouTube at magpe-play na po kami ng music. Alright. So ngayon po, balita ko, isa sa mga, balik po tayo sa mga gym playlist. If yours was by Jaya, wala nang...
Glock 9.
Glock 9 pala. The
Glock
most
9.
recent one, Simpleng Tao, Papa-hype playlist. I heard you like Beyonce.
I love Beyonce. Yes. Big fan. I feel like she just gives off really good energy. She knows she's like the best in the room. And I feel like you have to like channel that when you're like on the track or like in the weight room. You have to be like, I'm that girl, you know?
Exactly.
So I love it.
Okay, so why don't you introduce this song?
This is Crazy in Love by Beyonce.